Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll walk you through the regular and deep cleaning of my Roborock Q Revo. To keep your Roborock running smoothly, regular maintenance is key. Not only will this help maintain its performance, but it'll also tackle any odor issues some users have mentioned. Today, we'll cover all the maintenance steps recommended by Roborock, along with a few extra tips to extend the battery life and ensure you avoid any common issues. I'll start by refreshing the mops. Regularly checking the mops for stains or signs of wear is extremely important. Even if the app suggests replacing them, it's worth trying to wash them in the washing machine first to restore their freshness and appearance. Now, thanks to proper cleaning, I've been able to use the original mops for over 6 months. It's also worth thoroughly cleaning the area under the mops, as hair often accumulates there. Then we move on to setting up the automatic mop drying to prevent mold and unpleasant odors. Make sure the automatic drying option in the docking station settings menu is enabled. If you notice an unpleasant smell coming from the mopping pads, it's best to check them right after the station finishes drying. If the mop is still slightly damp, it's best to extend the drying time in the settings. Next, we move on to cleaning the robot's wheels. Wheels often accumulate dust, so it's important to regularly remove debris from them using a damp microfiber cloth. Remember that if you have thresholds at home, especially if they are fairly high, it may unfortunately cause the robot to overheat to climb over them, which can result in problems with the wheels in the future. If possible, it's worth installing a threshold ramp. I'll give you a link below. They are quite cheap, definitely cheaper than repairing the robot when the wheels break, as happened in my case, and the repair cost me $300. That was a painful lesson. When it's time to empty the dirty water tank, it's no shock that it smells pretty awful, but when you're doing this, you'll notice some crud at the bottom. To clean it properly, fill it up with water, lock it, give it a good shake, and then empty it again. This helps make sure nothing gross stays behind. Once in a while, I thoroughly clean the water tanks by soaking them in the solution and letting it sit. Then I rinse them and put them back in the station. Here's a tip for fighting odors and bacteria. Use a silver ion module. You can find these on Amazon. I will link them in the description, as well as everything else I mentioned in this video. They're great for both the dirty water tank and the clean water tank in your robot, keeping them fresh and free of growth. With the mop out of the way, let's turn our attention to the cleaning tank. First, remove, wash, inspect, and reinstall it. Now put the tray in the sink and scrub it with warm, soapy water or spray it with Dawn Power Wash. A toothbrush is ideal for this job, but if you don't have one, a larger scrub brush will work, though it's a bit harder to get into the tight spots. You might need to do some extra cleaning to get all the dirt out. It's important to clean this tray regularly to prevent bacteria and mold from building up and causing odors. After the tray is spotless, focus on the filter area. Squeeze to remove the filter and clean it separately, ensuring all holes are clear and the float moves freely. The float detects clogs and helps prevent overflow, so it's essential it works well. Clean under the filter area too. If you don't clean it often enough, your robot will notify you through the app that is clogged. That happened to me, but I was able to fix it by cleaning the tray thoroughly. Once everything is clean, snap the filter float assembly back in place. Double check that the float is working correctly. Before reinstalling the tray, clean the bottom of the base station with a mild cleaner. Spray everything down and wipe with a paper towel to remove any dust or debris. Now the dust bag, this is only replaced as needed. Using 2 hands, I pull the cover off from the front, revealing the dust bag beneath. There is a handle on the left side that can be pulled, which closes the bag while also allowing for its removal. If you have pets and your vacuum station starts to smell, I add the cotton balls that I soak in a scented oil and place them inside of the dust bag. Then anytime it empties, it spreads this beautiful scent. In my apartment, I slide it in again, ensuring the bag is seated properly. It's crucial that the cover is perfectly closed because there's a seal on here, and without that seal being intact, there will be no vacuum to pull the dirt into the bag. It snaps positively, and now it's shut. As you'd expect, Roborock charges a lot for their bags, but you can find cheaper bags in a set on Amazon. Another thing we need to remember to clean are the sensors. It's necessary to regularly clean both the front and bottom sensors, gently wiping them with a slightly damp microfiber cloth. These sensors play a key role in precise navigation and obstacle detection. So if they are not regularly cleaned, the robot may generate incorrect maps and get lost in the apartment. So it's been 2-3 weeks since the last time I cleaned all of that and this. And you can see that there's a lot of hair buildup here, even here. Okay, so yeah, let's see.
Mop mount removed.
It's not too bad.
Mop mount.
Oh, there's no hair here, as usual.
Mop mount installed.
It's actually easy to remove. This new brush is much better. Yep. Then the main brush. You should check this brush for tangled hair and debris. The cleaning tool provided in the kit allows for effective removal of that buildup. Hair tends to accumulate on the metal part, so the brush needs to be slightly disassembled to remove all the accumulated hair. After cleaning, rinse the brush thoroughly with mild soap and water, then wait for it to dry completely before reassembling it in the robot at least a few hours. Never insert a wet brush into a robot as it may damage it. Refreshing the filter, regularly cleaning the filter, removing any trapped debris will ensure optimal airflow. The provided tool and vacuum cleaner will allow for thorough cleaning of the filter chamber before reinserting the filter. Just like when you wash the main brush, never insert a wet filter into the robot. It's worth waiting a whole day to let it dry. When cleaning the filter, it's also worth rinsing the dustbin with soap and water. Thoroughly drying it before reinserting it into the device prevents mold growth. By keeping the filter and dustbin clean, the robot will work optimally, and most importantly, it won't spread the unpleasant odor of dust around the house. Planning systematic deep cleaning. In addition to regular maintenance, it's worth planning periodic deep cleanings to thoroughly clean hard-to-reach areas. It's best to do this when you receive a notification in the robot app that it's time to replace the side brush. Now, this requires removing it and cleaning smaller elements such as the main brush support elements, which often require scrubbing. Tricks to extend battery life. Avoiding prolonged exposure of the battery to extreme temperatures and avoiding discharging the robot below 40% will maximize its lifespan. It's also worth considering calibrating the battery every few months to maintain accurate runtime estimates. Software updates, regularly check and install the latest software updates. These updates often contain performance improvements and new features that will optimize the vacuum cleaner user experience. By incorporating these maintenance tasks into your routine, you'll not only maintain maximum performance of your robot and extend its lifespan, but also ensure a cleaner environment in your home. If you have any questions, as always, ask in the comments. Links to my favorite robot accessories will be in the description. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon in the next video.